Happy Friday, everybody. My name is Debbie Pyatt. I am a fitness and wellness specialist with Memorial Health System. I'm excited to bring this live stream to you today because today I'm going to give a small demonstration of what Tai Chi Easy is. We offer this now at the health system, and starting in January, we're going to be offering it twice weekly. So I want to tell you a little bit about Tai Chi before we get started, maybe remove some of the myths behind it, and tell you what it is good for, how it changes your quality of life. All right, first and foremost, I want to tell you who created Tai Chi Easy. It's a little bit different than taking a Tai Chi class, which has over 100 movement patterns. This has 5 basic movement patterns. But what is so wonderful about Tai Chi Easy is because you can practice it at home. It's not something that you have to always be in a group setting to achieve. We offer these classes because coming together helps you to master the practice. But it's something that everyone can do at home, whether you're young or whether you're one of our seniors in the community. Dr. Roger Jahnke, that is spelled Jahnke, was the developer of this program. He's a doctor of Chinese medicine with 30 years of clinical practice plus 45 years of combined Qigong and Tai Chi. Tai Chi Easy uses Qigong as well, and I will explain the difference between the two. Research has proven that regular Tai Chi and Qigong practice will improve your balance and coordination, will relieve chronic pain, improve sleep quality. It helps to heal some diseases or to stop their progress. They use it in Eastern medicine to prevent illness, reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. It's been known to speed the recovery process from injury and after surgery. It lowers blood pressure. It improves cardiovascular fitness, optimizes your immune system function. It slows bone loss, supports drug and alcohol addiction recovery. It aids in healthy weight loss, supports PTSD recovery. It increases our energy. It balances our mind and our body. It supports healthy longevity of life. It provides a deep sense of peace and well-being and improves everyday physical functioning and quality of life. Tai Chi Easy is a mind-body integration practice. So by doing that, it can reduce your stress load in your life. It combines focus on movement and breathing and therefore creates a state of relaxation and calm. There are 4 modalities that I teach in every Tai Chi class, 4 modalities that you should do in your own private practice at home. And that is a breathing modality, a self-massage modality, a meditation component, and body movement. There's differences between Tai Chi and Qigong. Tai Chi, first of all, is spelled T-A-I-C-H-I. Qigong is Q-I-G-O-N-G. The easiest way to understand Qigong is to understand what it means. It's 2 words, Qi and Gong. Qi means life force. Gong means work or gathering. So we're gathering life force when we're practicing Qigong. It's using mindfulness and movement to gather that life force and to help sustain it. What is Tai Chi? Tai Chi, as most of us know, is a form of martial arts. It's all defense movements. It emphasizes using continuous movement modeled after the elements of nature. It's often described as moving meditation. The body and mind are seen to be put in harmony. We access control over the mind via the body and control the body with the mind. Tai Chi is a much more rigid practice than Qigong, but the movements are anything but rigid. They're actually flowing. Qigong is an internal process, and Tai Chi is a martial art with much more focus on the movements. So I hope that gave you a little bit of background on this. This has been practiced for hundreds of years. Dates back some places to 200 BC. Mostly in Eastern Chinese medicine, both Tai Chi and Qigong are from the Chinese. But look at their lives. Look how long they live. Those who practice this are kind of the proof in the pudding. It's going to help you to increase your range of motion, reduce your stress load, improving balance, plus bringing harmony to your life. Now, I said there's 4 modalities of Tai Chi Easy, and in every class, I practice all 4. Sometimes in my own practice, which I like to do first thing in the morning when it's still dark outside, I might only pick 1 or 2 of those modalities. But in the class setting, we will always practice all 4 modalities. So we're going to start out in a chair if you want to join me. And class doesn't always start out in a chair, but I'm going to do that with you today. Many times I do start people in a chair until we get to that relaxed and calm state before we actually start the body movement. So the first thing we're going to do is learn about diaphragmatic breathing. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I teach that all the time. First and foremost, it's going to lower your blood pressure. It's going to reduce the tension in your muscles. Then it's going to help you to regain control over your thoughts. When you've got control over your thoughts, you make better choices. All right, I want you to drop your arms to your sides. Let those shoulders pull down. Feel for those sit bones on the chair. You want to make sure that the spine is in alignment. That's why we feel for the sit bones, so that we're not leaning one side or to the other. I'm in my bare feet. This is practiced in bare feet, in stocking feet. I choose bare feet, usually not with tennis shoes on, because they are much more rigid and a little bit harder to really feel the movement and to get in touch with your body from head to toe. All right, so arms are relaxed, and we are going to do a diaphragmatic breath. We're not going to move any body part, but that diaphragm. So a nice deep breath in, and the abdomen should distend. As we exhale, the abdomen should squeeze in. Deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Now, as you start that breathing practice, your goal is to be able to take a deeper inhalation, to pause at the top of that inhalation, and then exhale slowly. So we use a 7-2-8 count in class. We try to pull air in for 7 full counts. We pause for 2, and then we exhale for 8. So it's a slow exhalation. All right, let's try that one more time. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. exhale. Now just using that form of breathing is going to relax your mind, relax your body. Hands nice and loose, no tension, always thinking body alignment, opening the chest, allowing the body to get back to its natural positioning. All right, we're going to move the chair away now, and we're going to do a little bit more of our breathing modality, but we're going to do it from a standing position. Now in class, I keep the room dark. I keep a little bit of light, but it kind of sets the mood and it helps people to relax and concentrate. So today I had to have lights on so you could see me, but I did leave off all of the other lights that I normally have on. Notice the relaxing music I have in the background. It's also wonderful to use that. You don't have to, but it's also very calming to the mind. All right, take your feet apart, spread those toes out, feel for the floor. As we inhale, we're going to use our arms, and I want you to go up in releve or a calf raise, and we inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Getting the arms in a little bit bigger movement. Inhale. And exhale. All right, now we're just going to do some body movement. This is more on the Qigong side, but I want you to think about breathing. So the right arm up, left arm down. Inhale. Exhale. Opposite side this time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, opening that chest, still feeling for all toes on the floor. And inhale. And exhale. And last one, inhale. In that part, while we were standing and we were doing the reaches, I didn't hold the breaths as long. That's perfectly fine when you get to this part of the breathing modality. When you're seated or when you begin class, you really want to try to work on that 7, 2, 8 count. All right, now why self-massage as a modality? Because our chi is blocked. We have tightness in the muscles. In Eastern medicine, they call it chi being blocked. In Western medicine, we call it tight muscles, knots in the muscles, things pinched. So we want to do a self-massage to get that loosened up before we move into our meditation and movement practice. There are many forms to do this. One of the things that we try to learn about and do in Tai Chi Easy is the fact that the ears, the hands, and the feet have acupressure points. We slowly over time learn what those points are and how to use them to benefit each individual. So in the self-massage portion, we could simply take the ears and massage the ears, and that will actually unblock chi throughout the entire body. It's kind of the same principle as acupressure, acupuncture, and Reiki. Points in the ears, points in the hands, and points in the feet correlate with different areas of the body and will cause that relaxation. Normally in my classes, I touch on that, but I still do self-massage to the whole body because we're not masters at acupressure, acupuncture, or Reiki at this point. All right, first thing I want you to do is just massage your hands. We've got some cold weather here in the Mid-Ohio Valley. We want to get things warmed up. Moving my body, relaxing my knees a little, massaging at the base of the hand, into the palm, down the fingers. And the practice they do, when they get to the end of the finger, they pull off, believing that that blocked chi is moving out to the end, and when you do this, it's not going to return to the body. It's very good for anybody that has numbness or tingling in the hands. We do the same practice on the feet. Other hand, base of the hand, I'm massaging the top part as well, into the palm, and then out the fingers. We can do a massage where we're doing rubbing like we're doing right now. We can do massage by tapping. We can do massage by simply running the hands with a little bit of pressure over the body. I always tell the class, if your shoulders are bothering you, or your neck, or your knees, or your back, spend more time in that area. You don't have to follow me. All right. Now, this is our chi ball, or this is our energy ball. What is that? Well, it is scientific, folks. I might look like a solid mass to you on the screen. The chair I was sitting in might look solid, but under a microscope, it is not solid. We are particles. The chair is particles, and there is energy that is holding us together. So when you place your hands like this, you might feel a warmth or a tingling, and that is energy. That is what Eastern medicine calls chi. This is energy. We're trying to get rid of the blocked chi, or where it is stagnant in the body, to allow energy to flow through our body. So we have this, and what we're going to do is we are going to take that energy over the head, down the chest. I'm just a couple of inches away from my body, down the legs, past the knees, into the ankles, and then I go around the feet, back up the inner thighs, across the midsection. I'm going to take it around to the hips and the low back, and then down the back side. Not touching my body, I am just circulating chi, or energy. Now we're going to do a little bit more massage. Hold an arm out, take your other hand, and we're going to do a tapping form of massage. This is getting circulation flowing. It's getting any tight areas loosened up to get ready to move with fluid motion. Now, if you feel better massaging, if you have a sore shoulder, go ahead and massage it out there. If you feel like you're stimulating more circulation by squeezing or rubbing, you can do that. I'm going to go back to the tapping. Other arm. All of it is going to get the body warmed up, get the muscles warmed up, get circulation flowing, and get tightness out of the body. Now we're going to switch around to the low back. I'm going to massage it a little bit. Most people complain about tight backs, right into those hips, massaging them a little bit. Front side as well as back side. Getting it warmed up. You can feel the heat being stimulated. Now we're going to go down the quadriceps or the fronts of the legs. Stop at those knees. I am taking my entire hand and kneading my knees. Stimulating circulation. Now down the shins. Up the calf muscles. Up the hamstrings. And back up. All right, we're going to take another deep breath in after doing that. I hope that got you loosened up a little bit. Normally in class time, I'm going to spend a little bit more time on the self-massage. The last class I had on Tuesday, we spent more time on the breathing modality and all the benefits of deep diaphragmatic breathing and what it does in the body. So each class is different. All right, let's take a deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. One more deep breath in. And exhale. All right, with Tai Chi and everything that we do, we are trying to get our mind and our body in balance, in harmony. And when we do that, that's all a form of meditation. It doesn't have to be sitting on the floor with your ankles crossed, fingers together, and saying Om. Meditation is trying to achieve balance between the mind, the body, and the spirit. So everything we've done up to now helps to calm the mind. So you don't necessarily have to have a meditation that you read. All of this is meditation. My students in class right now, we're realizing that the more we practice, the closer we're getting to that state where our body is in harmony. The yin and the yang are in balance. How do we know when that occurs? When we are at peace in our mind while we're doing all of this. There's so much to learn, so sometimes we're just thinking about the modalities, or we think about the movement when we get to that, and we're forgetting about the calmness to our spirit that we're trying to promote. That's why it's called a practice. We have to keep practicing it to achieve that. Think about the monks. They were raised knowing this, doing this. So it's not so much as a practice for them as a mastery. We can achieve that too, but it takes practice because we haven't been taught to calm the mind. So what I do in class is I read a meditation. I have everybody stand however they're comfortable or to be seated, close their eyes, and just listen to the meditation, kind of focus. That is not necessary to do that every class. It's just my way of doing things. So I'm going to read one to you right now. Meditation, then, is a state of mind in which the me is absent, and therefore that very absence brings order. We do so much. We run so quickly. The situation is difficult, and many people say, don't just sit there, do something. But doing more things may make the situation worse. So you should say, don't just do something, sit there, be still, stop, be yourself first, and begin from there. It's that calmness, it's that peace of mind that we need to achieve before we advance in a direction. begin the body movement. Now I realize if you've never done this before, this is a lot to take in one moment, but all I'm doing is giving you a sample of what we learn in class. And I really do break things down, and the people who have been coming are really seeing some great results and are really appreciating the value that calming the mind and this fluid movement has given them in their life. So the first thing we're going to do is something called the gathering pose. I take a wide stance. The Chinese believe we are gathering the things from this earth that are good, that we need, that benefit us and others. And then we're letting go of the things that are not beneficial to us. If they're not beneficial to us, we can't benefit others. So it's calming the mind, doing the movement, and thinking of that while we're doing it. As the arms go up, we are reaching up to your source. This is not a religion. It's your source. Whatever power you believe is there for you, it's reaching up to that power and pulling that strength into you, becoming less of us and more of that power. So this is our gathering pose. We start out with our nice chi ball. We relax the legs, drop the shoulders, feel for those toes on the ground, and deep breath in. Now you exhale. And inhale. And exhale as those arms flow down. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Whatever source is your source, allow that to be drawn into you and be less of you and more of that power and that source. And deep breath in. Exhale. This really helps the respiratory system, trying to get that breathing down. Gives us greater range of motion, less stiffness in the joints, and definitely improves our balance. Now you don't have to go as deep as what I'm going. You do what you can do. This can all be done from a chair, by the way. You don't even have to stand up. Now we're going to stop here. Make sure the shoulders and the arms are relaxed, that we weren't so caught up into that movement. This next movement is called clouds passing. And what this is supposed to symbolize is we are letting go of things that do not serve us, and we are focusing on the good, the happy, the joyful, the things to appreciate. Teaches us how to focus the mind. We have over 60,000 thoughts a day, and we can't remember why we got up and walked to the kitchen. We haven't learned to declutter the mind, so this helps you to understand that. So we're going to bend the knees. You're going to turn your torso to the right. There's that same chi ball. Top hand comes down. I have us backwards here. And top hand comes down. What you're supposed to do is focus on that palm. Don't take your eyes off to the palm. Other arm comes around, anticipating to form that chi ball, and clouds pass. Focus on the palm, relax the knees, and clouds pass. So we're focusing on what is beneficial in our life. That's the focusing on the palm of that hand. As the clouds pass, symbolizing you are going to let go from your mind's eye all those things that are not serving you well. all negativity, all worry, things that you can't control. Now we're going to come back and cross the arms. This is known as tiger eyes. Why tiger eyes? Because it's supposed to symbolize the strength that you have within you. We count ourselves short and we don't feel like that we have the strength. Well, it doesn't just come from us. It comes from that power within. So this symbolizes you're getting your focus back on you are strong enough. You can do this. You can get through today, tomorrow, the next week, the next month, the next year. All right, now we're going to do something called brush knee, send chi. This is a martial arts self-defense move. So we're going to rotate that torso to the right. I'm going to show you the simplified version with the legs. Your left leg comes over and you brush knee. Then you're going to step out. This hand continues behind you because that is a block. You're going to step out and push that palm forward. You're sending good chi, good energy, good thoughts, good measure out to others. We come back in. Up on the heel, we rotate that foot out slightly. One more push. We form that chi ball. And the simplified version is to just slide this foot over, brush knee, get that block going back, send chi. We form that chi. Now, I'm going to show you eventually what you're going to build up to when you're improving your balance with that smaller step, that you're going to pick this leg up, take it out. Remember, we start with creating that balance by just taking that leg over. And back to center, tiger eyes. The strength is not just you. The strength is what is in you. Now we're going to do a movement that is called cutting through to clarity. Now, what this symbolizes for me is to stop those over 60,000 thoughts a day, know what is playing in my mind, and choose, make a decision. Do I want that there? You might not be able to stop the negative thoughts of things that are going on in your reality, but you always have the power to change what you're thinking about. So that's what this symbolizes. So we're going to move backwards now, right foot. Again, we're going to stare into that palm. Cutting through to clarity. You have the power to choose what you focus on. And back to tiger eyes. All right, we're going to do one more movement. This is called harmonizing yin and yang. Harmonizing our body, mind, and spirit. So everything is moving towards quality of life, peace of mind, health, healing, and wellness to our own being so we can help others. This is a little bit bigger movement. It's the last movement that I teach the class. But remember, you don't have to lift the leg as high. We didn't when we first started. All right. Big circle with the arm, leg up. Harmonizing yin and yang. Now, as a beginner, you can just take a smaller movement. You don't have to lift that leg as high before you step out. Deep breath in. Exhale. Diaphragmatic breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Remember, we're raising up on all 10 toes. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Make a fist, bring your feet in, cover that fist. This is harmonizing yin and yang. We always do a little bow at class. That is not bowing to anything, but acknowledging all of the people who were in the class with us, that we all achieved harmony, yin and yang in balance in our body. I always end my class with hands in prayer posture. Thank the class for joining me. Your body should feel much more relaxed. You might not notice the changes right off when you start this, but as you make this a practice in your own private life, besides attending class, you will see the benefits of all 4 modalities. If you're interested in these classes, I'm going to be offering them starting January 4th, every Tuesday and Thursday here at the Broughton Medical Building on 7th Street. We offer them at 10 a.m. and they will run to 10:45 a.m. If you're interested, you can call the Wellness Center with questions, 740-568-5380, and how you can get started in Tai Chi Easy. I thank you very much for joining me. I hope you got a better understanding of what Tai Chi Easy is, of what Qigong is, and how it can help you. Thank you very much. You guys have a great weekend.